As I mentioned, tonight is about Mr. Gonzalez's address, but we'd also like to honor some guests that are here today that have made a contribution to the Sikh community here in Canada, as well as to Canada as a whole. Many of you will recall in January of this year, WSO sent their legal team to the Quebec National Assembly. I was, of course, one of the members of that team. We were turned away because we wear the Sikh article of faith, the Kirpan. The issue still is in limbo. Rest assured that the World Sikh Organization will continue to work with the Quebec National Assembly to find a solution that's reasonable and something that both sides can be content with. But the issue also arose here in Ottawa. And the Bloc Québécois called for a similar ban on the Kirpan here at the House of Commons, the Parliament of Canada. And we were so pleased that for all these years, you all have been coming for the past 26 years, and you know that the Kirpan has been welcome here. It's welcome at the Supreme Court of Canada, it's welcome in provincial legislatures as well. And the individual that right now is making that possible is Mr. Vickers, Mr. Kevin Vickers. And he, of course, is the Sargeant-at-Arms. And when this issue came to him, he continued to support the Kirpan. And for that reason, we would like to honor him tonight and also ask him to say a few words to this gathering. So I'll ask that Mr. Gyan Singh Sandhu, who is the founding president of the World Sikh Organization of Canada, Mr. Prem Singh Vinning, and Mr. Ram Raghbir Singh Chal, who is our international president, please come to the stage and make the presentation to Mr. Vickers. Now, if I might, I'll just read out what this says. It says, the Kirpan, compassion, grace, dignity, defending the defenseless, presented to Sargeant-at-Arms Kevin Vickers in recognition of your role in ensuring that the Kirpan and Canadian Sikhs continue to be welcomed at the Parliament of Canada, presented by the World Sikh Organization of Canada, June 1st, 2011. I will now ask Mr. Vickers to please say a few words.
I want to say how privileged and what a great honor it is for me to be here representing the House of Commons as the Sargeant-at-Arms. As a young boy from northern New Brunswick, I had a great privilege to have a wonderful father who taught me as a core value, always respect the dignity of people. Each spring he would bring up students from St. Francis Xavier University, and they would be from third world countries all around the world. But each spring at our home table, I got to meet and learn about different cultures, and that's when I really realized how wonderful a country and nation that we have. I got to become a member of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, which I served with great pride, and I found that that core value, again, served me very well, respecting the dignity of people. And that's what this issue to me was all about as the Sargeant-at-Arms. When you came to the House of Commons, I wanted to ensure that everyone respect your dignity. We are blessed to live in a wonderful country, Canada, but just as the Kirpan issue came before us last winter, we are reminded how vigilant we must be to not only defend, but promote the practices, cultures, and religions of all peoples. Because this is the essence of the great Canadian experiment. This is what Canada is all about. Canada is very much like a new star coming into existence in the galaxy, a shining light for the world in the promotion of multiculturalism, where Christians, Jews, Muslims, Hindu, Sikh, and many other religions and races, cultures of the world live together in peace. Being Canadian, or more precisely, being a Canadian, places a tremendous responsibility upon each and every one of us to ensure that this experiment succeeds. The world is counting on us. As we go forward, we should ask ourselves what Canada should be when it grows up. We have a long way to go before reaching adulthood. The seizure of the Kirpans at the Quebec legislature last winter demonstrates the challenges that lay before us as we continue on this journey of sewing together the fabric of our nation with the thread of multiculturalism. Perhaps it would be beneficial for our country as a nation to define our core values. What are the core values of Canada? What makes up the soul and the heart of our nation? There are those who live among us that would say multiculturalism is a Canadian value, but not theirs. They embrace secularism, a secular society. I say to you that that is a mask. It is a mask to hide fear, intolerance, and racism. Multiculturalism is not a value in my view. It is a fact of who we are. It is us. If you held Canada up to a mirror, this is what you would see. Our values are yet to be defined and make a wonderful opportunity for the new government to take this on as a partnership with schools across our country, articulating our nation's core values and embracing values such as inclusiveness, acceptance, independence, respecting the dignity of all people and others. Personally, I do not like the word tolerance or a tolerant society as a value. I'm going to tolerate your wearing of the Kirpan within the parliamentary precinct? No. As head of security, I'm going to accept and embrace your symbol of faith within the parliamentary precinct. When I was interviewed for the position of Sargeant-at-Arms, after being asked all the relevant questions of a prospective senior executive of any large corporation, such as strategic planning, performance measurement, they asked me, why do you want to become the Sargeant-at-Arms? Well, I told them I had an Aunt Anne-Marie, and she told me a poem and taught me a poem by Robert Frost called A Mending Wall. Something there is that does not like a wall, that sends the frozen ground swell up under it. Before I built a wall, I'd ask to know what I was walling in, what I was walling out, and to whom I was likely to give offense. Something that there is that does not love a wall, that wants it down. Then I told them that if they made me Sergeant-at-Arms, there would be no walls built around Canada's Parliament buildings. Your generous gift of honoring me here tonight, and the fact that you may wear your Kirpan with pride in our House of Commons, proves there are no walls around the Parliament building of Canada. And I've kept my promise. Thank you very much.